you don't know what to do. So before this guy gets the Oval Office, what I would suggest is he either get a wristwatch, a Filofax, or a calendar.
Celebrities are always looking for ways to leverage off of their celebrity, and Sean Puffy Combs, he is no exception. I ran into him at Bloomingdale's the other day, where he was launching his new clothing line called Sean John. Now, apparently, those are two other names that Sean Puffy Combs also has. So now, he cooks for us at his restaurant here in New York called Justin's. He provides us tunes to go with our lives through Bad Boy Records, and now he's going to...
You know, when you're little, you didn't know that.
Recently. Well, the entire 3 days they were there, they spent in their hotel suite. Never came out. Gee, I wonder what they were doing. And then there is Halle Berry, who, by the way, is singing in her upcoming movie, The Dorothy Dandridge Story. Well, word is she is taking lessons from that hot hunk Eric Benet. And in fact, in one of his recent shows at the House of Blues, she was backstage telling Eric how much she loved his music. Well, honey, sparks started flying, the romantic kind. Next thing you know, Eric is now telling everybody he would love to be the man in Halle's life. Eric, I'll bet a lot of guys feel that way. And last but not least is the godfather of soul, James Brown, who says he feels really good because he has a new love in his life. And in fact, James is even talking marriage. Guess to whom? His backup singer, Tommy Ray, who is 29. Now, James is 65, so James, honey, I hope Papa's got a brand new bag filled with Viagra. Oh, and by the way, take it with a lot of money and at least one mansion, because it works a lot better that way.
Kids, if you're planning on growing up to become rock and roll stars, then hang on to your high school artwork. Christie was hoping to auction 3 of Kurt Cobain's drawings, including caricatures of Ronald Reagan and Michael Jackson. And they're expecting to get about $3,000 a picture. However, when Cobain's family heard about the drawings, they contacted the guy who was selling them, his high school art teacher, and said, we have nothing of Kurt's from this era. So the art teacher decided to do the right thing and give the drawings to them. It's interesting to note that Kurt got an A for all 3 drawings. And on one of them, the teacher wrote, Kurt, your caricatures are outstanding. And this is before he was famous.
Boy, she is all over the place. We were talking about the irrepressible Moesha star, Brandy. She was telling me how she wants to get Steven Spielberg and all the big directors to watch her ABC double platinum movie with Diana Ross next month because she wants to land more film work.
Now, Brandy does have a concert tour that starts in June. It's going to keep her on the road until August. Then she returns to production of her series, but she now has to deal with her producers so that they will work around her when she's doing a film.
And she's not dating anyone seriously right now, by the way.
And she says she wants to keep her private life private from now on.
Yeah, previously she's been linked to basketball star Kobe Bryant and to singers Wanya Morris and Mace.
And she says she doesn't want people getting the idea that she is just, and I quote, sleeping around because she stresses. That is not what she's doing. Got that?
Got it.
Chris Christopherson was in the Big Apple playing a few tunes at a tribute concert for Johnny Cash. Now, Cash is the hard-living, hard-drinking country singer that rose up from poverty to become a mega superstar. And Chris Christopherson, well,
Here's the really good one. So when he calls the hotel operator, he gives a pseudonym, of course, like lots of celebrities do, so people aren't calling him up. But it appears even then he cannot do without his knighthood. You see, all of his pseudonyms have Sir before them. Sir Galahad, Sir whatever. I think he should try Sir Prance a lot.
Long before Brad Pitt was Brad Pitt and the sexiest man in the world, while he was still a struggling actor/waiter on the beaches in Santa Monica, he posed for some very erotic photos for a member of the Hollywood paparazzi. And the same holds true for Ryan Phillippe. Now, I understand this guy has the photos in his possession and hasn't sold them, but has shown them to friends as teaser photos. And I hear if he ever published them, they're so explicit that they could cause great destruction and embarrassment to both of these guys' careers. So you wonder, why would they pose for photos like this? Too young, too naive, too desperate. Maybe they needed the money, and apparently this guy sold them a bill of goods. I guess they forgot the golden rule. Never do anything in Hollywood that can come around to bite you in the you-know-what.
well, that about does it for today. But I'm sure I'll see you next weekend when we have more of the goods. Because let's face it, we live for this stuff.